Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one's going to be another one of those combo videos I've done in the past, where it's going to be a bit of a Witmer's Ventures plus Witmer's Critiques, more of a venture than a critique. So where I'm going to be heading out to Twin Valley Coffee to try out their treat of the month, which is pretty much a chocolate cherry latte, and then also is in a cold brew form as well. I just want to kind of give it a taste test to see how it is, and just see how the treat of the month is in Twin Valley Coffee for the month of May. If you're interested and want to see how it is, keep watching. I did do a similar video to this before, and I'll link it below in this video as well. Back last year, I did a similar thing where I went out to try their treat of the month back in, I think, like last February. So again, we're gonna do another taste test here. I also may stop by right next door. There's a bakery, Good Girls Bakery. I kind of want to see if there's anything that piques my interest. Maybe try that, see how that kind of is as well while I'm out and about. So without further ado, let's kind of head on out there to Twin Valley Coffee to try out this treat, see if there's anything good over at Good Girls Bakery. It's actually kind of been a hot minute since it was over at Twin Valley Coffee. I'm curious how it kind of looks in that area. I know recently they've been doing some kind of construction and stuff right across the street in that same parking lot of Twin Valley Coffee. So I'm curious how it looks, if they've made any progress in the construction that they've done there, and just if Twin Valley Coffee looks any different. I doubt it, but with that being said, let's head on over. This is a nice little area in Eagleview if you haven't been before. It's a nice little townhouse, little community. There's a nice little park over here that I haven't been to in quite some time, obviously, but it's right over there. Right over around this corner is where Twin Valley Coffee is, or at least where the shops are. Yep, coming right up here past the stop sign. If you go down there, you kind of hit Restaurant Row. Over here there's a couple shops and a barber shop and everything. Right over here. And if we turn at this stop sign here, just another way to get down to Restaurant Row, right down there. Looks like there's not much going on. And that was the construction I was talking about before, or at the beginning of this video. And right along here is where Twin Valley Coffee is. And just another look at the construction that they're doing. Last I heard, I think it's a supermarket or something that's coming in here. Kind of like a Whole Foods, almost off-brand, so almost that kind of vibe. But now that we have arrived, it's now time to go get that treat of the month from Twin Valley Coffee. And there we have it. It has been acquired. Now it's time to go find a place to try it out, and yeah, I may end up going back to that same park that I went to in that other Twin Valley Coffee video and other videos in the past. It's a nice little park just to kind of sit around and just kind of talk and everything, so it feels like a good place to kind of taste test it. And like I mentioned, I did stop by Good Girls Bakery, so I did get a couple croissants that I'm going to test out as well while I head over to the park. So got a couple things to taste test while I headed over there, so let's go head on over then. Here's another look at that gazebo I was talking about earlier in the video. It's a nice little quiet area of Eagleview. It's a nice place to also like walk in, and back when I was doing a lot more like walking and working out and running and all that, this is a good area that I would always kind of run through. Also looks like this park's getting a little construction as well. Not really sure what they're doing, but they're doing something to it. I've officially made it to the park. Now let's go take a seat and try out these treats. They have been sitting for a second or two, so hopefully that means they're a little cooler, especially this latte. But yeah, let's go give these a try now. Found a nice shaded spot here, right across from the gazebo here. And then here's the latte I got, and I'll show you what's in here in a second, but first I want to taste test this latte. I haven't tasted it yet, so this is going to be the first taste test to see how it is. That is really, really good. It's pretty much just kind of like chalk that I'm getting with like a and at the end of the cherry. And I was curious how it was going to be, because I figured, you know, the cold brew version and the iced version of latte of this would be, I assume, better, just because, you know, it's we're in May now. It's getting a little warmer out. What's even the temperature for today? Right now it's 64 degrees out. It's summertime, so I was curious how it was going to taste kind of in the warm version, so that's kind of why I went with this kind of version of the latte, of the drink, just to see if there would be, like, how different it would be or not. But it really doesn't taste that much different than the other drinks they've made before in their past. Their coffee is very, very good. If you haven't tried it before, I would highly suggest going to Twin Valley Coffee. And this one feels like another one of those good drink of the month that they have. So I'm gonna drink this down a little bit more, see if my opinion on it changes a little bit. But next I'm gonna try out these croissants I got. And again, this is from Good Girls Bakery, but this is one I ended up getting, a ham and Gruyère croissant, and this one is just a chocolate croissant. So I was curious how they're both gonna taste. So let's try out this ham and Gruyère one first. Here we go. That's just really good. The croissant is actually nice and flaky. It's got a lot of good little crunch to it and everything. The cheese and the Gruyère and the ham isn't too overpowering in it. This is definitely a very good ham and Gruyère croissant. The ham itself is more like a deli meat ham than, like, say, like a ham steak or something like that, which I like. It almost kind of tastes like, obviously it's almost like a ham and cheese sandwich kind of thing, just on a croissant. So that's kind of the vibes I'm getting from this. So for me, this actually is really hitting the spot right now. Which then just leaves this chocolate croissant left. Let's give that a try now. Again, a similar croissant, so the croissant itself is pretty good. There's not a ton of chocolate in there. As you can kind of see, it's kind of in there a little bit at the middle of it. But yeah, the chocolate is actually pretty good. Almost kind of tastes like a semi-sweet and dark kind of mix of the chocolate. Not too sweet, not too bitter kind of thing. So yeah, this is another thing that kind of fits the spot. So let's again, I'm gonna try each of these, eat them down a little bit more, and then give an overall kind of rating to these. Even though, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's not really a Witmer's critiques per se. I'm gonna give these a rating, but I'm not really making this as a critique series. More just me going out and about, hitting Twin Valley Coffee and Good Girls Bakery, because I want to try out these treats and everything. This ham and cheese one is good. I just wish there was more like a sauce or something, like a mustard or something that went with it. I feel like it would make it even better than it already is. It just feels like it's missing a little something. I would still get it again. Everything I got here, I'd probably get it again, but just something I feel like it would have knocked it up a little bit more than it already is. It needs a little something else outside the ham and the Gruyère cheese. For the chocolate croissant itself, that was good, just like any ordinary, I feel. The chocolate was good. Again, the flakiness of the croissant itself is really good. The bread there is superb. But yeah, that's probably my overall feeling on it. If I had to give these both a rating and say this would probably be like probably a 7. Would probably be the ham and cheese. The chocolate, probably 7.5. And for this latte, I just want to give it another couple sips before I give that one a rating. But again, these are definitely, I'm giving them a 7 out of 10, but they're good. Just feel like there's something that could have been adding to them just to make them over the top, make them even better than they already are. Yeah, for the latte itself, I'd say I think that frosted cinnamon bun that I had before was better. I've had better kind of drinks from them, but it's still good. I'd probably give this one is probably the best thing I've had so far. Probably not quite an 8, so probably like a 7.85 out of 10. Again, it's very similar to the other ones that they've made before, just a little bit of a hint of cherry in it. So definitely all these a good go-to. Try if you're in the area of Good Girls Bakery and Twin Valley Coffee. I would definitely give them both a try. I will also say, if you're familiar with my critique series, or you're just finding these critique series, even though, again, this isn't really one of them, it is because I gave me ratings, you may have noticed I don't give too many 9 or above or 10, and I've mentioned this before in past videos, and that's just because I try not to, in order for those to get this, it'd have to be either, if it's a TV or movie show or movie, I would have to say that it's one of the best I've ever seen, and for these, in terms of the treats, it's not the best latte I've ever had, they're not the best croissants I've ever had, but they still are very, very good, and I'd highly suggest either one of these places. But having said all that, I would, again, highly suggest either Twin Valley Coffee if you're looking for a good coffee place, or local coffee place here, or Good Girls Bakery, because again, those croissants were really good. I would even say they're better than significantly better than those ones you would find at Starbucks or something like that, because it's an actual bakery, so they actually make their bread and everything there, so it's a more authentic, to me, croissants. But having said all that, that's all I really got for this one. Again, I would get them all again, the chocolate cherry latte. I'm sure even the iced version of it is also very good. Either one of those croissants I would highly suggest too. Again, I would just maybe add a little something here or there to both of those to make them even better. But outside of that, they were both very good, and I would highly suggest either one, like I've been mentioning in the last couple of clips. But yeah, with that, that's all I got for this one. And until the next one, I'll see you guys. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.